In the mid-19th century, joining a whaling crew was a simple economic transaction, years of manual labor for a share of the oil. But as the Pequot pulls away from Nantucket, the crew begins to realize they are part of a voyage that is no longer following the standard industrial playbook. Ishmael, a sailor looking for adventure, finds a sense of stability through an unlikely friendship with Queequeg, a formidable harpooner from New Zealand. The two men enlist on the Pequod. On paper, the mission is strictly commercial. The ship is owned by practical Quakers whose only goal is to fill the massive hold with whale oil and safely return to port with a profit. The crew signs on for industry and survival, but they are about to discover that their contract is being subverted by a leader who has abandoned the pursuit of profit for a private vendetta. For days, the ship operates in a leadership vacuum. Captain Ahab remains hidden in his cabin, preceded only by the dark warnings of a stranger on the docks who predicted the journey would end in disaster. When Ahab emerges, he drops the pretense of a commercial voyage. He hijacked the ship's resources and crew for a different purpose entirely. He nails a gold doubloon to the mast as a bounty. The target isn't just any whale, but Moby Dick, the specific creature that took Ahab's leg years prior. First Mate Starbuck recognizes the danger immediately. In a maritime hierarchy, the captain's word is absolute. When that leader's private obsession overrides the collective safety of the ship, the entire crew is effectively held hostage. This map shows the Pequod's route intersecting with other whaling vessels. These meetings, known as GAMs, provide Ahab with direct warnings. The first comes from the Jeroboam, a mutinous ship whose captain warns Ahab to abandon the hunt before the same fate finds them. Later, the Samuel Enderby provides even more evidence. Its crew describes the specialized physical destruction Moby Dick inflicts on those who try to hunt him. Ahab ignores every report. Instead of turning back, he threatens Starbuck with a musket, silencing the only voice still advocating for sanity. This photograph shows the heavy iron head and sharp barbs of a specialized whaling harpoon. Ahab commissions a custom weapon exactly like this from the ship's blacksmith, demanding it be tempered with the blood of his harpooners, a literal weaponization of his crew's lives. Ahab has moved past stubbornness. He actively disregards physical wreckage and eyewitness testimony to drive his men toward a collision he knows is coming. Warnings now shift from physical threats to a complete breakdown of moral duty. Captain Gardner of the ship Rachel approaches the Pequod with a desperate request. He needs help searching for his young son, lost at sea during a whale hunt. Ahab refuses to help. Moby Dick has been spotted nearby, and Ahab decides his personal hatred is more important than the life of a missing child. Their final encounter is with the Delight, a ship found sinking after meeting Moby Dick, the ultimate, undeniable proof of the whale's lethality. By ignoring a father's plea and sailing past the wreckage of the Delight, Ahab has discarded every social and professional duty a captain holds. He has narrowed his world down to a single point of conflict, making disaster inevitable. The climax begins when Ahab finally spots Moby Dick, initiating a 3-day battle that systematically destroys the ship's remaining resources. On the first 2 days, Ahab's whaling boats are smashed, his ivory leg is shattered, and his lead harpooner is dragged to the bottom of the sea. Starbuck begs the captain to stop this to the end. By the 3rd day, any strategic element of the hunt has vanished. Ahab is driving his remaining forces into a collision he knows they cannot win, trading the lives of his crew for one final strike. The end comes when Moby Dick turns on the Pequod itself, ramming the hull and pulling the massive ship into a sinking whirlpool. Ahab's death is a direct result of the weapon he forged. He throws his harpoon one last time, but the rope entangles him, and he is dragged into the abyss by his own line. Ishmael is the only survivor. He is kept afloat by a wooden coffin that was originally built for Queequeg, a final reminder of the companionship Ahab discarded. He is eventually rescued by the Rachel, the same ship Ahab refused to help. The captain of the Rachel was still searching for his lost son, but found only a different orphan instead. Ishmael's survival is a result of human connection, but the destruction of the Pequod serves as a warning. When a leader's obsession becomes the ship's only compass, every person on board is tethered to the same fatal end.